Now, broadcaster Sir David Attenborough is concerned that children aren't becoming interested in natural history because they're being prevented from collecting wildflowers, insects and fossils by laws to protect endangered species. He said it's a real pity that it's not possible to allow them to go out and collect anymore. Not to be able to collect a wildflower or a fossil is sad. It's a great loss to our children. So, wildlife or not, were we lucky enough to be natural-born collectors as kids?
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. I think that's awful, actually.
It is sad, isn't
My
it?
kids still collect stuff. I used to collect everything when I was little, everything natural. We used to have a thing at school called a nature table. Did you have that? Do you remember? And you used to be encouraged to bring things in and display them on this nature table. I remember I brought a hedgehog once, which I thought was dead. But it was all in this little ball, you know, and I carry it carefully into school in a shoebox, and I put it on the nature table, and it promptly unrolled itself. Started scrambling around, fleas jumping off it. Teacher went bonkers. Oh, it was hysterical. But Chloe, she collects stuff. When she was little, she used to collect wildflowers and make perfume out of them. Well, she thought it was perfume. I used to have to say, "Oh, that smells lovely, darling," when she dabbed it on. It stank. It was awful. Smelled like somebody died.
You used to put rose petals in a bowl with just water.
Yeah,
and it did. It just
awful.
stunk of mould. And you thought it was like perfume.
I used to try and sell that stuff.
Oh. Did you?
Yeah.
You would?
I did. I had so many jobs. I collected things that I could sell from an early age.
You collected jobs, didn't you?
I collected jobs.
Yeah.
I did, yeah. I had 11 jobs before I got my first full-time job, yeah.
Really?
I cleaned cars, I washed hair. I did whatever I could, really. Yeah, because I enjoyed
stamps
it.
or anything like that?
No, I pressed flowers. I really loved doing that. I collected loads of things, actually. Do you remember, like, for some reason I'd collect stones, or...
Yeah.
You go through little phases, wouldn't you? Interesting twigs, conkers with faces that weren't even faces.
Oh, I love conkers.
But that's the beauty of being a child, is like having, you know, to sit down and have time to think about, does that conker look like my friend Sarah? Now that is time on your hands, and you don't get that as an adult. No. I speak, you know, these days I don't have the time to debate, does Sarah look like a conker? You know, and I miss that. I think it's all part of growing up.
I remember once trying to press flowers, but I just used to do it in a big... Someone told me to just put them in the middle of a big book and then put another book on top. But then I used to forget about them and think, what is that horrible smell like months later?
Great thing, years later, you find them. That's lovely.
It's not really, it's just a dead flower.
Well, it depends on your state of mind.
Can I just say, living by the seaside, of course, I used to collect shells.
Yeah.
And I could hear the sea in all of them.
That's the lovely thing.
Yeah. It really is the sea you can hear, you know.
You're not allowed to do that anymore, are you? Or is that coral?
What? Coral.
Is it coral?
Yeah.
You're not allowed to pick coral out of the sea. I used to collect sweet wrappers. Honestly, I did, and I had this like a big shoe box, a boot box in the cupboard in my brother's bedroom. I said, get it out, and you know, when I fancied some sweets because we couldn't afford any, I'd open up the box and have a look at the sweet wrapper. I honestly did, and I wish I'd kept them because there are so many now non-existent sweets in there. Like, do you remember we used to have no flakes? We used to have plain chocolate flakes, which we don't have anymore. Do you remember Aztecs?
No.
I remember Aztecs.
Do you remember Amazing Raisin bars?
Yeah.
No.
See?
No, but
they're not old enough.
But even if...
I am old, you see. This is how
You really are. I don't want to be funny.
What worries me, though, is if you did keep that collection and I came round to your house and you went, do you want to see my sweet wrapper collection? No, Carol, I actually really don't want to see it.
Well, what about all the sweets that we don't have now? It's nice to remember them. It's a nostalgic trip. I tell you, I still collect things. I collect cameras. Yeah. And there's a particular camera that I really, really like, which I've got 4 of now, because they don't make it anymore. So every time I see one for sale, I have to buy it on an auction site, second-hand. Yeah,
that makes
and
sense.
leather jackets.
Too much time
I'm
on
up
your hands.
to about 11 now.
I was forced to collect. My mother phoned up and went, I've got a great deal for you. You can have all this. It was called Ainsley ware, I think, which was lovely little delf ware with little flowers on.
What?
Ainsley ware, like plates and cups and delf, you know, cups. Plates,
Oh, like a dinner
sauces.
service.
Dinner service.
Right, yeah.
But, right, I'd just moved into a house. It was my first house, and I thought, oh, that'd be nice, having all matching stuff. But my mother's friend, who was sending me this stuff, I cannot tell you, it came in a lorry that was so... I had a different coffee cup for every stage of coffee you drink, you know, and like a little cake thing. Like I'm going to serve
Lazy
cakes.
Susans.
Oh, fantastic.
You know, the little
you get in
different plates.
Fortnum's when you have
Yeah.
afternoon
Aren't they called
tea.
Lazy Susans?
No.
No.
That's the thing that goes round in the middle
They're
of the
called
table.
cake trays.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm no domestic
I
goddess.
mean, hundreds and
She's trying to
hundreds and
sound
hundreds.
young.
And then even the
But she
cake
doesn't know.
Even the cake slice with the Ainsley handle.
Nice, like that.
But you know, your parents can be a bit embarrassing, can't they? My dad collects blow lamps. Can you believe how sexy is that? Actually, it's a fantastic collection. He polishes them and pumps them up, and it keeps him happy for hours. Me, on the other hand, I collect jugs. I do. I've got loads of them all over the house.
I think me and you've got a good pair of jugs between
Thank
us.
you, Colleen.
On that
Thank you.
note,
Yeah, all right.
£1 for every time you did that, you wealthy women.